Hey there, welcome back to my channel, and today I'll be going over some basic rules of PvP battles. These rules are pretty much general for any kind of battle, both Constantinople, your BOG, XVX, basically every kind of battle. So we all know before you enter any battlefield, or even before you start getting ready for SVS, is to set up your match precepts, which is number one. You set your match precept. Your main attacking troop should be the first, then the second attacking troops. Well, it generally depends on the troops you want to set up. Some people might set the range troops and the siege in one precept, and some might siege. It depends on the troop type you want to battle with. So make sure your main troops and your strongest generals are at the first, and the other ones can come first, second. This is to enable you gain speed whenever you're battling, because when in a battlefield it's all about the speed of attack. It makes it easy for you to ghost and for you to attack a person a castle quicker. So that's the first thing you do for every battlefield before you start. And before we continue, a quick shout out to our sponsors, AppGallery.
Hi guys, here is an amazing offer brought to you by our sponsors AppGallery, and currently they are running the New Year's campaign where you get to claim 5 exclusive coupons giving you up to 15% off of all your in-game purchases, plus you get a 10% cash back in Hawaii points every weekend, and also a VIP package, a VIP reward of up to 1,620 euros. And all you need to do is to go over and download AppGallery and install Evony. If you already have Evony installed on your device, then I suggest you delete and install back again through AppGallery. All you need to know about how to download AppGallery is in the description of this video. Also head over to their Discord server to learn more about their rewards and promos. I'll also leave a link in the description of this video. See you guys, peace out.
Then if you've set up your match precepts right, if you're done with your match precepts, then the next thing is to go over and set your monarch gears to the desired troop type that you're using to attack. And to do that, you have to go over to, you click up and you go over to the monarch, and you could see my monarch gears. So you could change that. If you're using a range troop or more of range troops for attack, you just set your range troop attack here, and you pretty much change other stuff to healing, speed up for me here. These are what I find helpful for battle. So you change your monarch gears. You could also set up your monarch gears, so it makes it easier for you to just choose one immediately depending on the troop type you're using to battle. Since we are done setting up our match precepts and our monarch gears, just quickly head over to the server. Let's find some empty keeps to attack. And now that we are done setting up our match precepts and the monarch gears, let's go over to the basic rules of attacking a player. First of all, the first rule is like the rule of nature. Do not attack someone that is bigger than you or a keep that is bigger than you. Do not eat what's bigger than you. It's basic rule of nature. So definitely they're gonna be more powerful than you. So first of all, check the keep that you want to attack and see that is a lesser keep and has definitely is a lesser keep than yours. So that's target you'll be looking at to attack both in battlefield and both in SVS. So then once you've checked out the targets, then The next thing to do is to come within attacking range. Now when you're within attacking range, everybody has their own style of battling. Normally because this guy is a low level keep, he wouldn't want to attack you first. Okay, so that's the advantage you have over him. He wouldn't want to attack you first. Either he will first of all scope you out, send his scouts to check you out, and normally it happens in battle. So once you see that, that's why you should always pick on opponents that you're bigger than. That's the advantage. Well, if it were to be someone that is of the same capacity with you, or someone of the same match, or someone that is above you, he will probably send out his troops, his strongest troop to attack you. That's just the basic rules. Someone that is of the same keep level with you might will still scout you out. Okay, but for me, the moment I drop myself closer to attacking range, like I said, everybody has their own pattern of attack. The moment I drop myself within attacking range, I ghost my troops immediately. I'll still come back to the basics of ghosting, the different types of ghosting, and then the first thing, as I've ghosted my main attacking troop and the other troops left on my keep, I first of all scout my opponent. So you scout your opponent first and see what's inside. Now you could see I'm bubbled, so as I'm about to scout my opponent, I'm already getting a warning sign. You currently have a truce agreement active and you will lose the remaining times you have. Once you attack for SVS, mainly for SVS and kill enemy KE events, you get this warning sign. So once you send out your troops, your bubble drops immediately. So now I've scouted and my bubble drops immediately. So what I have to do is to also bubble myself back immediately as I've scouted. Okay, you don't have to wait till the your scout comes back. You bubble yourself immediately for SVS. For Battlefield, you have no bubbles. Okay, for Battlefield you have no bubbles. So once you scout, everybody's left open. That's why I have to ghost my troops. For Battlefields, you ghost your troops. For SVS, you might not ghost your troops, but remember to bubble up immediately. So this is how you first attack. This is how you start attacking. This is your first move for attacking a player, whether SVS or Battlefield. Now once you scouted your opponent, you go over to the scout report to check it out. So you go over to PvP reports. If it is Battlefield, you go over to Battlefield reports. So you can see the scout. So this opponent basically has no troops inside his keep. Well, you could see the resources. For Battlefield, you will not see resources. For SVS, you might see resources. For SVS and kill enemy, you see resources. Then you could see the number of traps in the keep of the opponent, the war HP, the subordinate cities. The more advanced watchtowers you get to see reinforcements down here. These troops, this guy is not currently reinforced. Also be aware, once you see reinforcements here, you might not want to attack the opponent. This is because that means it's a trap. It's a trap for you, so it's just a setup. So you have to withdraw your attack and look for another keep to attack. It's also a battle strategy people use mainly in SVS. You see all the big players, the K40s, they might reinforce this abandoned keep or keep it as a bait for someone to come and attack. And once you attack using scouts, once you didn't scout your opponent out and you attack, you get all your troops killed, and you start to wonder what's happening, what went wrong. And you probably see this mostly in SVS, especially near the alliance hives. If you're attacking on an alliance hive, you probably see one opponent or one lesser opponent, a lesser keep unbubbled. You might think you're in a good position to attack. do not forget to scout the player out and check the reinforcements before you start attacking any player. Then once you've gone through your scout report and you see that it's good for you to attack, then you rush in and attack. Remember, this is a battle. You do not waste time. You have to be fast, quick and direct. You click on your match precepts first and it brings you your main attacking troops, and you move immediately. Then you come over here and speed it up immediately. Once you're already attacking, you bubble up immediately. In very fast, quick successions, you bubble up, because it's enough room for someone to come over and attack you immediately. So that's when you bubble up immediately. For Battlefield, that's for SVS. So Battlefield, when you have no bubbles, once you're attacking this player, it is already notified in the battle logs that you're already attacking someone for Battlefield. So you might see a big keep land here or someone marching towards you immediately. So you have to be careful on the notes. Once your troop is coming out from here, you have to ghost them immediately. You have to ghost your troop as they are returning immediately. Very quick successions immediately. But if it is a SVS, then you have to bubble up immediately so you don't get attacked and lose your troops. Now let's talk about ghosting. Ghosting is a very, very important aspect of battle, probably the most important aspect of battlefields and SVS and so on and so forth, because the ability to ghost properly is the ability to dodge enemy attack, makes you stand out in the battlefield. So there are various ways you could ghost. You could ghost on a monster, on a boss monster. You could ghost on a boss monster, which I find out to be the best for SVS and KE events. But in most battlefield, like in Constantinople, you probably find no monsters to ghost on. Okay, we'll still come to that. To ghost on a monster on a battlefield, I suggest you ghost on smaller monsters, on a small troop of monsters. The small monsters like the B1s, the B2, B3 up to B4. This is because they get to consume a lesser amount of stamina when you're ghosting on them. So let's check a boss monster that we could ghost on. Okay, I'm not seeing any B1s here, but I'll probably choose any boss monster that I see to ghost on, just to show you guys the basics of how to ghost on a monster. So to ghost here, click on the monster and you click on attack, then you choose Alliance War. You choose Alliance War, you choose 60 minutes. Choose 60 minutes and bam. So once you've done this, troops you ghost, your troops are no longer on your keep. They are somewhere chilling out. Okay, they are not in your keep. Even if you get attacked here, you will not lose your troops. Okay, so right now you've ghosted this troop. So the only disadvantage of ghosting on a monster is you have to notify. What my alliance always do is to always spill out the SVS rules and the SVS rules and the kill enemy rules. Once someone is ghosting and you see the timer is 60 seconds, you already know you're not supposed to join the rally. For new players, I know for old players, they already know this rule. When someone is rallying for 60 minutes, you're not supposed to join those kind of rally. So it means the person is ghosting his troop. This is because of, if you join the rally, you probably give up the location of the individual. Most times when in SVS, some players might decide to teleport to a very different a very far location from their opponent, And once they teleport there, they tend to ghost all their troops. This is because SVS, people are roaming around, players are roaming around the server looking to attack players. That's why it's called server versus server competition. So you're not supposed to join such a rally, period. Okay, you see someone already joined my rally and is coming up, and you see that person has already given off my location. You see, this is why you're not supposed to join such a rally, and that's the only disadvantage of ghosting on a boss monster. Then the next, let me quickly cancel this. So I've cancelled this ghosting, and that's it on ghosting on monsters. Then you could also ghost on Alliance Hive. You could ghost your troops on your Alliance Hive. This probably, let me go over to my Alliance Hive, okay, and ghost. So I drop my troops and I'm about to ghost on my Alliance Hive. So you click on the castle, you click on the reinforced, and click on your match. Click on your match, and bam, your troops are currently moving to the Alliance Hive. That way your troops are out and they are already reinforcing your Alliance Hive. In SVS, you could get your Alliance Hives attack. Those sometimes they place a rule in the SVS battles that players are not supposed to attack the hive. So the hives makes it a place for you to ghost your troops on. Another ghosting technique is another ghosting technique is the one I call the long distance ghosting, and probably the first and major ghosting technique everybody learned in this game. To do that, you just have to click on your map, click on any random location very quickly in a battlefield, and you drop down and you click on occupy, and bam, your troop is ghosted to that distance. Now this will show your lines going as your troops go into that particular location. That's why you have to put it on a very long distance to give you the time to analyze your enemy quickly, and you could return your troops immediately. But if you don't plan on attacking again, you just leave your troops ghosted. Most time you probably leave them going over to that long distance, especially in battlefield when you have limited teleports to do. So you just leave them to go over to that place, and once they get there, you could just order them back immediately, or when you want to attack, you could order them back immediately. So this is how you do it. You ghost on a long distance. The only disadvantage is that you have to be quick monitoring your troops to when they get to that distance, so you could record them immediately, because if you leave them there, they're gonna camp there. If an enemy comes along, you could get attacked. You could attack those camps and you lose your troops. So that's it. The next way of ghosting is ghosting on a castle. It's ghosting on a castle, and this also can be used as a battle strategy. I'll show you guys how you could use that as a battle strategy. So when you ghosting on the castle, you just click on attack, and of course your troops will drop down. Click on attack, you click on declare war, and you place the 60 seconds on them. As always, your bubble will drop down, okay, for SVS, but in battlefield there's no bubbles. So as I've done that, the only thing that this is also a very good way of ghosting, because right now these guys keep will be showing them a red marker that is under attack. You could use that to scare away your enemies or put fear in your enemies. So whenever they're in your way, you could ghost on them. So it kind of make them unrest knowing that someone is marching towards them. Okay, it gives them that room for error. So that's how you use it as a battle strategy. So once you've set a ghosted on those troop, it also gives off a flare to the alliance members that you're about to attack someone here, which would make other alliance members teleporting near you to attack you. So that's another disadvantage of ghosting on a cast. So these are the various ways you ghost during battles. Okay, and of course, as you're planning to attack someone, you should also be planning to defend yourself better. You probably want to have a good general in your war. And again, so you set up your defense generals. You have your defense general up. They might not be the best, but you get at least a very good general, your good generals, your strongest generals on your walls, plus an assistant general too. Makes it a little bit difficult for your opponents when they attack you, and you also get less wounded when you get attacked because you have a war general set up on your wall. And do not forget to disable your subordinate cities from participating in your battle. And to do that is to shut off these markers. If you put them on, you've enabled them to participate in your battlefield. So that way, when you get hit, you lose all your troops because you're currently reinforcing your main keep. So you make sure you tick off all this, shut them off so they don't participate in your battlefields. So don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Also drop a comment for me on the comment section on what video you would like me to do next. Also, see you guys. Peace out.